I did not do a doula with my second child because it was such a waste of money. Like, if you're getting
That's
an epidural,
hilarious.
don't get a doula. You don't need it.
Yeah.
As a doula, I would actually argue that you need a doula more if you are having an epidural, or if you are going to be induced, or if you're having a C-section, if you're having any sort of medicated birth. Because as much as we hear it, the cascade of interventions actually does exist. And having someone on your team that knows what you want and is on your side is really important. You might just think that your doula is going to just sit in the corner after you get an epidural and not do anything. And that is just not the case. At least it shouldn't be the case. You should still be doing position changes. You should still be moving around, even if you have an epidural. And that's where a doula comes in, because we are able to be hands-on. We are able to be there whenever you need us, as opposed to a labor and delivery nurse who has many different patients, as opposed to a OBGYN who has many different patients. We are there for you and you only. If your labor slows down, we are able to get you into a different position. We are able to use a peanut ball. We are able to move you, because contrary to popular belief, you can absolutely move with an epidural. You just need help. And a lot of times, if you don't have an epidural, they're not doing these position changes. They are not doing these things. If your labor stalls, they are immediately going to Pitocin, which is exactly the cascade of interventions. Cascade of interventions is where one simple thing like an epidural is for pain relief, and that is a great thing to have. But then, let's say your labor stalls. They don't do these things like position changes and peanut balls, and they don't really want to do that, so they immediately go to Pitocin because they know it's going to work. But what they don't tell you is that there is a laundry list of risks associated with Pitocin, and any one of those things can happen. I'm actually going to tap into my own little story here. I usually don't ever talk about my own birth stories online, but in my second delivery, I had an epidural. I was 8 centimeters and I stalled, like stopped dilating for about 4 hours. And they didn't give me the peanut ball. They didn't move me in the bed, nothing. They went immediately to Pitocin. And I will say, I did have my baby within the hour, but at what risk, at what cost? Looking back on it now, I wish that they would have tried other things first. And they didn't even try other things. And that's exactly what I mean when you have an epidural. I think that having a doula is even more necessary.